And so the other day I went out to the countryside to look at a few houses that are empty and for sale. Something I might not know about Japan is there's a very old and dwindling population in rural Japan. Most young people move to the city, leaving the elderly out in the country, and therefore, eventually, as all humans do, they die, and there are a lot of empty houses in the countryside of Japan. And for the past few years, I've been trying to find a nice one for me and my family. One that is not too far out in the country so that my wife will agree to join me, and one that we can actually afford. But we went and looked at two houses the other day. Unfortunately, neither of them were really something that I would want to actually purchase. One of them was just a little too expensive for the size of the place, and the location was surrounded by a few other houses. It did have a nice little field area connected up, like walk up the hill. You walk up the hill and there's this nice little field area. It's overgrown with bamboo, but as the realtors mentioned, it could easily be cleaned out and ready to farm. The other one I really liked, the house and the property up on the top of the mountain, no surrounding houses. There's a decent sized field in the back, would be large enough to grow enough vegetables to feed our family. Unfortunately, the mountain that it was on was eroding away, and one of the structures was actually sloping down the hill. Didn't actually show that in the video, but you can kind of get a sense of how steep the place is. Anyways, neither of the houses we liked, but I think it's kind of interesting to show you the inside of some abandoned old style Japanese houses. I always find it a bit interesting that a lot of these houses, they just leave a bunch of stuff in there, like just piled with stuff, and makes me think about, yeah, it's nice to have stuff, but eventually someday you're not going to be able to take it with you, and your kids are going to have to deal with it if you have kids. If not, someone else is going to have to deal with it. So, my wife agrees with me that we've got too much stuff, and we've been trying to kind of minimalize the amount of unnecessary stuff we have. But, stuff has memories attached to it a lot of times, and it's kind of hard to, you don't think about that stuff, but once you start going through it and you're looking at this stuff, you're like, oh, that's the stuff from that one time when whatever it may be. And it's a skill, I guess, or it's a challenge to be like, yeah, that's true, but it's been sitting in the closet for however many years, and I don't think we need it anymore, and then to actually get rid of it. Another problem in Japan, it costs money to get rid of stuff. You gotta pay the city to dispose of it a lot. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but still, depending on the object, and depending on how much stuff you have, it can really add up. Or pain in the neck because you have to go and get these stickers from City Hall, and and then set up an appointment for someone to come and pick up your stuff. And yeah, well, anyways, it's one of our goals to move from this inner city we're at right now to more of a countryside place, so our kids can have a nice grassy area to play in and not have to worry about getting run over by cars and trucks while they play. Because right now, the only place for them to play besides inside the house is outside the house, which is the street. And though it's not a crazy busy street, it is, I can't really engage with them as much as I'd like to, because I'm constantly looking up and down the street to make sure they're not going to be run over and killed or hit by a bicycle and cause a whole, accident. Yeah, but anyways, take a look at these houses. Yeah, hope you enjoy it and hope everyone's doing well. Remember, we all love you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Hello. Today I am out in Kyoto, the mountains of Kyoto. Nobody around, so I'm gonna take the mask off. Whew. But I'm out here in Kamo Station behind me. I came here today because I'm going to look at 2 different houses that are empty and for sale. They're both in pretty rough condition according to the realtor, but I have the knowledge and resources to fix them up if needs be. And I'm gonna meet up with my good buddy. He has a little guest house up in the mountains, nice, relatively secluded area surrounded by nature, very lovely. Somebody commented on Marlon's channel they don't like me finishing up into my mouth, so maybe we'll do something different from now on. I don't know, let me know what you think. We're gonna have a bit of a spot of curry before we meet up with the realtor and head out there, so I will see you on the other side. Now in the spring, this little fountainy water area is filled with tadpoles and baby frogs and life, but right now it's kind of filled with garbage. One thing I found interesting about Japan is that no matter what size of the town, it seems like there's an Indian / Nepalese restaurant. Like this town, this is the station here. You got a little grocery store over there, and then the bank, hair salon, barbershop, and then maybe 3 or 4 little restaurants, and that's it. But Raja is the name of this restaurant, Indian restaurant. It's really nice. I used to eat there quite a bit back when I was helping my buddy work on his house, and first time I went there, they have different levels of spice, right? So the first level is 1, 2, 3, up to 5, and I said I wanted 5, and he laughed, kind of a sinister laugh. So I changed it to 4. But I think even if I like spicy stuff, but I can't go above a 3 without regretting it later, if you know what I mean.
プールやってました。めちゃくちゃ昔のやつですよ。
That place over there isn't too bad.
うん。Newer, quite a lot newer than that.
Yeah, so he said this is the windows.
Noticeable difference in the degree of breeze.
Right. Well, did you see the upstairs?
Yeah.
There's no like, it's just straight wind coming in.
Right.
No insulation at all.
Yeah.
Is that Bruce Willis?
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
All those white guys look the same. Right? でうちの嫁が一番心配してるのはこの土砂崩れ。
ああ、そうですよね。
ここ何年築ですか？
これ60年ぐらいだ。
60
年何もなかった。そうなんですよ。でもまあここは休憩車で向こう側から休憩車なんですけど、こっちは休憩車地には入ってないんです。一応役所のね、地図上では、はい、大体まあ後から上がってもらって結構ですけど、10メーターぐらいで平らになってまして、割となだらかで、もう次奥はもうグランド段で、山がずっと続いてるわけじゃないんです。はい。
これ神棚。This is the one with the forest.
There's 250 and it's gone.
Yeah, or almost.
Yeah.
ここもついてます。これ隣の方。
これが隣の家ですね。
この道はなんていうこう誰でも使える。
はい、そうです。公道なんです。でこの藪に入っていく道も公道なんですね。はい。あれがはい。であれが離れる。こちらが倉庫です。
まあ屋根意外と綺麗ですよね。
意外と綺麗。はい。もう新しいのに非常に綺麗なんです。
All of that.
Yeah, four different roofs.
It's like a garage. All of this.
Anybody in that one? Doesn't look like it, does it?
そこ手前に開いてます？
これはこの今のオーナーさんのなんていうか今
ベスト？
ベスト。一応あれは売らなくて残しておかれるらしいです。まあカラオケルームとかなんかそんなの。
はい。バブリーですね。あれビワの木じゃないですか。
あ、そうか。もともとここが畑に使えてた。もうほっとかれてこうもう全部
もうすぐ戻りますよね。
そうなんですよ。それで今整理ちょっとしていただいてる。
タケノコ食べ放題です。
食べ放題。
ここに朝コーヒー。
あ、そうですね。キャンプサイトも行けます。
そうですね。
もうこれもうちょっと枯れてきますんで、あとは根を抜いたらいいんですね。
bathroom. With a view.
Right.
Oh no, it's not you. There. I thought there was a window.
That would be an interesting. But yeah, just a little bit of black mold up there.
Mm.
But I would want to get rid of this anyways.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, watch your step here. New floors, but that's no big deal. Put insulation in anyways. A little bit low.
No problem with that. A little bit low.
It's definitely an addition, I guess.
Yeah. For a mini.
Super lady. Wonder what super lady is. This outside? This door doesn't open.
Probably it's an outside door, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Stuck pretty tight. いくらでしたっ
ここ250万
け？250
で
円ね。
あ
修理に
え
前見積もり取った人は500万ぐらいかかって
え。
るらしい
もうそれほとんど人件費やと思う。僕は自分でやるつもりなんで、うん。今の大阪の家も買った時にお風呂もなくて、もう一回は全部取ってまた入れ直したの。うん。
これ真っ暗なんです。
あ、大丈夫です。携帯で光をします。With our powers combined.
あ。
おお。
Just 250.
Yeah,
Better deal than the one down below.
absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of space in here too.
Yeah.
This would be
Papa's
Papa's room.
Yeah.
Look at this light switch.
Oh man, yeah.
Cool. That's a fire we have. A little bit on the steep side.
Yeah.
With this kind of step though, I would want to take it out and put in one of those folding attic steps, you know?
Yeah.
That would open up this whole area as like
Yeah,
one
right.
room.
Headspace.
で、周りの建物も
周りのそこの前に
ええ。
靴履いてる。
はい。
これは埋めるんですけど、ちょっとカビが。
こっちもついてる。これま
こ
た違う。
れついてるんですけど、もうすごい崖ギリギリ
ああ、はいはい。
で、ちょっと斜め向いてるんです。
あ
で、しかも部屋の中にタケノコが生えてる。
あ、自然感じで。
ああ。
好きやって。
受験場。
そうで、ちょっと怖いのが、
え
これ多分こう自分で作ったかなんか、その一番端っこにこういうブロック、
え。が倒れてる。
基礎がブロックになってるんですよ。この後で下から見たら分かる。
ほ
それがすごい危ないね。
う。おお。
いっぱい全部こう下までこの山もついてるんで、
ほう。
山っていうだけっていう。
あれまで
一番下の川のとこ。
物置あ、川まで川まで
ああ、あれな。そこ。で、この建物もついてるってこと。あ、下の。
あれはお地蔵さんの。
ああ、なるほどね。神様のものね。はい。
それは大事。
あれは地域の
なるほどですね。
コミュニティのやつ。
はい。お、開けるん。ちょっと2で。じゃあごめん。
Oh yeah. My wood shop.
You're not lacking in outhouses.
これは子供さんの部屋で使ってたと思うんですけど、
Oh, はい。
ちょっとカビがすごい。
ああ、まあ閉めてたら、ここ新しいですね、全然。お風呂も。で、裏はどこまでですか？
裏はね、この石の壁の
おお、はい。
で、ここが除氷会で、
え
ここ畑で、
え、ええ。
ここのオーナーさんが借りてるんですよ。
ああ、は
違う人の土地で。
い。だけど、使えるのは借りて
1年に2回お中元等生ボって言って夏と冬に、ちょっとお菓子プレゼントしてそれで借りてる。
そうなの？
そうそうそうそう。
安っ。
この上があれなんですよ。寮みたいな会社の
ああ、何かなと、一応 Google マップで見たら何やろなと、何も書いてなかった。
グラウンドになってて、
ええ
結構毎週日曜日少年野球
ああ、うるさい。
がうるさくないけどすっごい明るいです。
ああ、ほほほ。
まあうるさい。ここ夜来たことないから分かんないけど。
まあ別に家まで入らないんじゃないかな。分からへんけど。
Oh, is that included?
Oh,
Up here?
it's rental from another owner,
Ah,
but it said that just give him like okashi twice
Yeah,
a year. That's
right.
how the rent was.
yeah. Well, it can't be completely free, and it can't be
Right.
any money realistically charged either. So. Oh.
This one, just the whole.
人間がで畑に
は
入ってたらしい。
あ、なるほどね。
Oh,
It's just drop it on the floor.
it's the helio.
Personally, I just skip this step and shit right in the field. これが、プロパンではないやろ。
これは
ディーゼル、ガソリン。
お風呂、
お風呂ね。
お風呂は
この薪は
薪とこれと両方でいけるらしい。
へ
で、ガスはプロパンが持ってきてくれるの
え。
かな。
はい。何？
下水がないので、
はい。
もし住むってなるんだったら合併浄化槽みたいなの入れないといけない。
合併浄化
合
槽。
併浄化槽ってなんか
バイキンのやつ。
あ、金で。
Yeah.
で、車が来て、それ、
うん
車がこう
一年に一回ぐらい
バキュームする
うん
そうですそうです。
あ、一緒。
一緒ですね。
Yeah. 全然楽よ。
うん
メンテナンスなしで。
そうですね。
あ、ポンプだけな、空気みたいな。
それと、今お住まいが大阪なので、もしこの家とかこの三日野原っていうんですけど、このエリアに引っ越してこられるのであれば、木津川市からうまくいけば90万円、
は
で京都府からうまくいけば
うん
90万円
い。
の、
お
補助
は
が出る可能性がある。修理の
い。はい。
とか。
へ
それは大きいね。
え。うん。
で合併浄化槽は人数によるけど半分以上補助が出ます。
これで5人家族になるんですけど。はい。
5人やったら多分70万円ぐらいするけど、
うん。
多分40万円ぐらいは
戻ってくるってこと。へえ。ここ車止めるんやったらどこに？
車止め下
あそこ
さっき止まってたところと、
ええ
ガレージやった
はいはい。そこね
シェルター。みたいな
ええ。いやこの雰囲気めっちゃ好きやねん。これ
でなんか
日本って感じ。で、裏になんかちょっとちっちゃい扉があって、あれも外側の扉かな。開けられへんけど。
トイレに勝手口というか見てみます。
うん。開けへんかったけど。
そのキッチンの
裏にあります
裏。
すごいサボテンは好きでしたね。お、ベランダあるやん。
Oh yeah.
あ、そこですね。
ここから外に出て
ああ、なるほどね。これは、これは何やろう。換気扇。あ、それ換気扇ですね。
トイレのあ
ええ
れです。
あ
これ多分
壊れてますね。
まあ、これもすぐ直す。
ここはこっちがこれも出てくるので漏れない。
急やね。
これがちょっと
ここロッククライミングでできる。
オープン、オープン。
で、ここも何年築ですか？
ここはもう
ああ、
70年とか80年。
そうですよね。
ここの部分だけ増築で後から建てる。
うん。こんだけ木生えてたら強いと思うけどな。で、ここもついてます。
そうです。ここから下まで。
おお。
でこれは真下に家があるので、みんな何を心配するかって言ったら、もしここが崩れた時に
あー、
下の
前の家
人
に
に迷惑がかかったら怖いなっていうので、だいたいみんなそれで諦めあります。
それ神様の話、神様との間の話やから。
ジェズさん乗るから。
うん、大丈夫。
頑張ってくれる
あ、ここがトイレね。
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's bigger.
Big old room.
Plenty of room for the kiddos to play.
Yeah.
You feel that breeze.
Yeah.
Woo. Cup of coffee here in the morning.
And it's a lot, still kind of noise from the main road, but
Right.
not as
At
much
nighttime.
as the place down. Yeah.
Yeah, be fine. I like this too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I like this place. 興味あります。
West, south. So you got
Sunset
sunset.
here.
Sunset come right in.
That's to heat the bath up in the morning.
Yeah.